So here's my mandarin orange that I'm going to paint. I set it up so I could see a clear light source and a clear shadow side. So in this picture, I wanted to show you the planes of this mandarin orange. So it's three-dimensional. So you have a top plane, side plane, front plane, and another side plane, bottom plane. The light is hitting the mandarin orange from it's hitting the side plane and the front plane of the orange, and then you can see clear form shadow. You can see where I circled the highlight, and then you have the cast shadow, and then of course you have reflected light in the shadow. So I'm going to begin to paint this tangerine. So I'm first massing it in, and I have burnt umber on my brush. I don't have a lot of paint on my brush. It's kind of a dry brush that I'm using. I toned this canvas the day of my painting, so it was still kind of wet. But I am taking some burnt umber also and toning it with burnt umber and ultramarine blue. Like I said, it's a dry brush, so I don't have a lot of paint on my brush. So I can decide to get more paint off my brush depending on how much pressure my brush pressure, creating those cast shadows under the little pieces of tangerine, the little slices. Now I'm going to my shadow color, which is making a little mini palette. I have ivory black, cad red light, and cad yellow light in my mixture, in my little shadow mixture. So creating that cast shadow, sitting the tangerine down, and sitting the little pieces down. Since this is a wet canvas, I'm able to use a paper towel and trying to wipe out areas that are really lit up. Now I'm making a mini palette for my light side of my tangerine. So I have cad red light, cad yellow deep, cad yellow light, and yellow ochre, and some white. Now I'm creating a background. I chose yellow ochre and raw umber. I probably have some burnt umber on my brush also. Trying to get rid of all the white areas. Now creating a highlight on the tangerine. the little slice on the table catches light on the side and then it turns. So I wanted to create that color transition from light to dark to a little bit darker as it's turning away from the light. I'm cooling off the tangerine, turning it under and making that coolness that I created part of the background also. That's just a way to get harmony in your painting. Every color becomes part of another color. I'm trying to experiment to see what color I want for the tabletop or what value I want. I'm going to spend some time inside the tangerine to create volume. Creating a bed of light that's where I'm gonna create a place to put my highlight. I'm slowly closing in on the objects and shaping them. As you continue to paint, you'll learn how to put layer paint. And pay attention to brush pressure. How much pressure do you need to lay this color on top of another color? Or this piece of paint over another piece of paint, and not disturb the layer underneath it. So you first need to pick up enough paint to be able to do that, and then you need to be sensitive enough to feel the paint coming off your brush. And that will tell you how much pressure you need to have. You'll see me making something part of another, like the little slices, the color of them part of the tabletop, so I can create harmony and reflection into the tabletop. Laying the highlight on again. Turning the side of the tangerine with something cool, because warm comes forward, cool goes back, and now I'm cutting into the tangerine even more. Making the tabletop even come up further, so putting light behind the tangerine. Going back to the form shadow, restating it. Putting a middle color between the light side of the orange and the form shadow, that creates a turning color. Even when I'm using a small brush, I am still making beautiful brush strokes. I switched to my bigger brush. I'm able to hold more paint on it. Restating that highlight, pulling it out. Going back to the cast shadow and making it really dark underneath the tangerine. Darkening the core shadow of the form shadow. Putting in reflected light. it's all about making things brighter or lighter or making the shapes better. I'm always asking myself these questions. Is it darker or lighter, cooler or warmer? I'm gonna get shadows, cast shadows for the debris on the table, the little orange, the little peels. I just feel like there was too much of a jump from the light to that orange color, that light color to that orange color, that I needed an in-between color.